Hello, fellow campers. I'm Wanda.
And I'm Ricky.
And we are
Tennessee Camping Nerds.
And today we're going to be doing a review of Cage's Bend. That is a campground in Gallatin, Tennessee on the Old Hickory Lake.
Yes.
And it is part of the Army Corp of Engineers campgrounds. And you can find them on recreation.gov. Just search for Cage's Bend. And let's get this video started for you that we took. It's very nicely wooded, but not rustic. The campgrounds are nicely spaced, and there are a lot of the sites that you can have a great view of the water, which is what I always like to see. What do you think about this campground?
Well, I like it. It's a little bit hilly if you want to ride a bicycle. And I'd say it's my stepfather's favorite part. He loves Cage's Bend.
It has a great playground right in the middle of the campgrounds, but I don't think I got a good shot of it on this video, which I regret. But it is a really nice playground with a big picnic pavilion beside it. I think there may be actually 2 picnic pavilions there with large grills and everything if you wanted to reserve that for a group gathering. It is very curvy. This particular curve, well, no, not this one. But as you get on into the campgrounds, when you're going around one of the curves, if it's nighttime, it is so hard to see. I would recommend that you get here before nightfall because it is really hard to see around those sharp curves when your headlights are still facing forward before you go around those curves. But it is a beautiful campground, very well maintained. None of the campsites have full hookups. They all have water and electricity and a 50 amp, but none of them have sewer hookups, which is kind of typical for the Middle Tennessee Army Corps of Engineer campgrounds. But this curve that we're about to go into here is the one that always is hard for me to see at night, and I would think driving an RV or pulling a big camper behind you would be a little bit difficult at nighttime to see where you're going and stay safe around this particular curve. But you can see the lake there. A lot of lakefront properties, and the ones that are across the road, you can see the lake very well, but you don't have to pay the extra few dollars for the lakeside sites. There are 4 sites that are marked as handicapped accessible. They all have a fire pit, picnic table, and a grill. There's only one pull-through site, and when you pull through, the back of your camper will actually be facing the lake, but it's right there in that deep curve so that you can see the lake on the other side as well. So that still makes it a very nice site.
There's also a real big Kroger's very close that carries everything from furniture to clothes to groceries.
Yeah, that's just a few miles down the road there. All of the sites can be used as well for tents, and there are 42 sites there. All of them are nicely spaced. None of them feel like they're right up against the next camper. You have your own little area. The Wi-Fi, there is no Wi-Fi there in this campground, but we didn't have any problems getting cell phone coverage. So if you use a mobile hotspot, you should be good to go. There is not a designated swim area. There's no beach. A lot of times I see people out there in the water swimming around, but there is not a beach area at this particular campground. There is a nice boat ramp that's just right the next lane over, right outside of the park. You have to drive out and then right back down toward the lake. There's a nice boat ramp there and parking area, as well as a deck there that you can walk out on to fish. Within the campgrounds, on the other side of the campground, there is also a fishing deck there that you can walk out onto. And it's kind of down a hill. Right now in 2022, the costs are $30 a night or $35 a night for waterfront sites. The check-in time is 3 o'clock. The checkout time is 2 o'clock this year, but starting with 2023, like a lot of the Army Corp of Engineer sites, they're going to move the checkout time to noon. So that kind of stinks because I like to stay as long as I can on the checkout day. But this year it is 2 o'clock for the checkout time, but next year it will start being 12 o'clock. The season for 2022 goes through October 24th. So the 2022 season was from April 14th to October 24th. They are closed during the winter. As with all the Army Corps of Engineer places that I go to, they do a good job of keeping the restrooms clean. They maybe look a little rustic sometimes. The paint's chipped off the concrete on the floor, but they're always nice and clean from my experience. There is a laundry washer dryer there that you can use as well. And this is coming back into the campgrounds. On this loop, we'll be showing the other side of the road a little bit for you as well.
Watch these videos makes me want to go camping.
Yeah, I'm ready to go camping. But this is a very, very nice, but very well maintained campground. We enjoy going there. Like you said, it's very hilly, so if you need a lot of flat area to bicycle in, it doesn't have a lot of that, but you can bicycle here as well.
If you're young.
Sometimes bicycle up the road and back, not try to go all the way around because of the steep hills.
We used to go all the way around.
Yes, we did. Back in the day. That was a pretty sunny day that we took this video, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
His stepfather, when he used to go camping with his RV, he liked to go camping with clubs and get together in sites all close to each other. With the last couple of years, if you want to get a camping site, especially if you want to get some close together, you're going to need to book probably 6 months out. That's the earliest you can book these sites is 6 months out. And if you want to get your favorite site or a lakefront site or several together, you probably need to book that very day 6 months out.
Yeah, that's one of the parks is they don't have a huge amount of sites.
Right.
And a lot of people like it, so they book fast.
Yes, they do. Sometimes you can find where someone's had to cancel. They've had something else come up and they had to cancel their camp site. And sometimes you can luck up and get a good one. We've done that before, haven't we?
Yeah, we do that constantly.
Yeah. It's almost time to start. I think in October is when we can start booking again for next spring.
Yep.
The state campgrounds, state park campgrounds, you can book a year out, but the Army Corps of Engineers, they still only let you book 6 months out.
And you have to get up at midnight the night that you can.
Don't give any secrets away now. But I think people do that. I think they do.
Yeah.
Go to 12:01 and then grab the sites they want before somebody else gets them the next morning. And this is probably going in that interior drive, isn't it? Maybe not. There's one. It isn't one just single loop. It has an interior drive that goes up the middle, and that's where the playground is as well. I'll always be sure and put in the length of your camper when you're searching for sites, Because they're pretty good about steering you away from ones that may be just too short.
There's the
Too hard to get
restrooms
in.
and
Yeah, that's where
laundry.
the bathhouse is and the washer dryer you can see there. And then it heads right back out to the outer edge of the park. Well, we hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please like the review and be sure and subscribe to our channel so that you'll get notified when we put up new reviews, which we will be doing very shortly. And we also do reviews on local restaurants that are close to the campgrounds that we like, and products. We're going to be doing some reviews on some camping products. So be sure and subscribe and like our channel. And we're also on Facebook at facebook.com/TNCampingNerds. And then you can find our website as well, which has links to all of our videos, and that's at tncampingnerds.com.
Are we on Twitter?
Yeah, we're on Twitter
We're
too,
Twitter too.
at TN Camping Nerds as well. And we always post whenever we do a new review to let you know that we've got a new one up. If you've been to Cajun Spin before, put in the comments what you think about it. If you have any hints for anybody of a good site or things that they might want to do to be able to enjoy the campgrounds, that would be great. And I don't guess I have anything else to say about it.
I believe that's it.
Let's go camping.
Let's go.